Well, good morning everyone. This is George Beiruthi giving you the overnight report for Wednesday morning, the 29th of October. Who we are? We're a stockbroking firm located on the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. A bit more about the company later in this presentation. But let me start with the disclaimer. Everything I say here is for general advice and general information only. Before you take any action, please consult with your professional advisor or talk to us directly. A copy of this disclaimer is available to you should you wish to receive it, with just one phone call away. Today we continue with our series on technical indicators. Today we start the moving average indicator. We finished a three-part series yesterday with another indicator, and we will continue to give you various educational presentations about the various things that we do here at FS Securities. Prior to that, we also finished a series on options, everything you needed to know about options and how to trade it, and a particular focus on the iron condor strategy that we use extensively here at FS Securities. And prior to that, we finished a series on futures contracts. So if you wish to read these editorials, education materials, all you have to do is go to our website, where you'll find there is a 15-day free trial, and all that material will be available to you should you wish to read it. Let me start with the data that we put in this table that you see on the screen right now. We start with the US. We saw yesterday, well actually this morning, that the Dow Jones finished higher, climbed above the 17,000 level for the first time in 4 weeks, and the S&P 500 rose by 1.2% to 1,985, approaching the psychological level of the 2,000. Remember, it actually was above that level several weeks ago, and it fell quite extensively several weeks ago, and we predicted that it will recover and climb above the 2,000 once again. Well, that was on the back of very high sentiment, consumer sentiment in the United States, and also better than expected earnings from corporate America. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 index that comprises several European major markets rose by 1.2%. In London, the FTSE 100 index rose by 0.6%, and in China, the Shanghai index was up by a mammoth 2%. Gold a short time ago was trading at 1,228, that's steady overnight. Silver at $17.20, up 10 cents. Oil at 81.6 US a barrel, up nearly $1. And copper, the world's economic barometer, was up nearly 1% at 309 cents per pound. Iron ore, which is important for our miners such as BHP, Rio Atlas Iron and Fortescue, fell another 0.4% to 79.2 US a ton. On the currencies, our dollar will give you 88.6 US cents and 69.5 euro cents. On our market yesterday, the benchmark ASX 200 index slipped 0.1% to 5,452. It was much lower earlier in the day. The best performers amongst the leaders, Westpac was up nearly 1%, followed by Suncorp, up by 0.5%. The worst performer was Woodside Petroleum, down 1.5%, followed by BHP, down 1.4%. On the economic news, that we may see some effect to our market and the markets overseas. We have mainly some important data coming from China today, as well as from the United States. Tonight we have the US Federal Reserve policymakers will meet. We believe it's probably the last meeting of the year, and of course the global finance sector is actually focusing on what the Federal Reserve Chair would have to say regarding interest rate, regarding about their policies in the next few months. So that will actually be very important for our market as well as other overseas markets. Every day we update the market volume to show the trend over the last 3 weeks. We also like to show the ratio of advances to declines. It really shows the strength of the momentum and how the buyers and sellers interact. I believe this is one of many ways to understand the trend of the market. Again, this chart is available on our market report that we send to our subscribers every morning, and obviously we place on the website. So looking at yesterday, the decliners were actually higher than the advances. We had nearly 43% of all shares declines versus 32% of the stocks of the overall market actually climbed up. The volume was slightly lower than average, around 1.8 billion shares exchanging hands. In recent time we've seen reasonable volume above the 2 billion. We also like to scan the market for the various companies that rose. So on one table, one of many tables we're going to show you now, we see that a company called Securities was up quite a bit, actually, 18 cents to finish at 22 cents. There must be something extraordinary about this company. But on the other side we have Amcom Telecommunication up nearly 10%, Vocus Communications up by 7%. So CSL was up by 1.5% to 77.4. Flight Centre was up by nearly 1%. Again, we give you this table to look and see which companies is performing well, and it's available to you either on the website or by the market report. Again, we like to also scan the market by companies that have got high volume. Telstra finished up 1 cent yesterday with 18 million shares. That is actually relatively low volume because Telstra usually trades between 20 and 30 million shares per day. So with a slow movement, it was still up 1 cent to finish at $5.55. Fortescue Metals was down another 0.3% to $3.34. We believe Fortescue Metals is approaching a level of reasonable support, and we probably highly recommend to focus on Fortescue Metals to buy it as it's falling down. Qantas had a good day yesterday, up nearly 8% to finish at $1.60, which is a very high level for Qantas. Okay, we give you another table here, another snapshot. Qantas I mentioned. Beyond Qantas we have a company called Mesoblast up 5%, Panost up 3.3%, and you can see the rest on the screen. On the negative side we have some companies that have gone down quite a bit. BC Iron down 14%, Atlas Iron down 6.9%, Karoon Gas down by nearly 6%. Alright, to finish off with the sectors, the best performing sector yesterday was the health care, which was up by nearly 1%. That's on the back of a very good performance by CSL. And the worst performer was gold. Alright, let's finish off by telling you who I am. My name is George Beiruthi. I'm the director here at FS Securities. I have many years of trading and investment experience and several qualifications to support what I offer my clients. My ambition today is to help our clients and prospective clients to become effective investors and traders. The company, FS Securities, we trade equities, options, commodities, CFDs, futures and foreign exchange. We're a fully licensed stockbroking firm. We also like to offer our clients a very attractive investment, paying 7% interest per annum, interest paid monthly, or 9% interest per annum over 3 years, and that interest is paid monthly. Also, we are financial planners and cater for all your financial needs. Our mission is to educate our clients and work with them as consultants to pick trades and manage their portfolio. We like our clients to be engaged with us for most, if not each trade. Now, how to be reached? Our landline is 61 for Australia, 7 for Queensland, 56304141. My mobile number is 0411 259526. I'm able to receive your phone calls 7 days a week. And you can write to me at george@fssecurities.com.au, or you can visit our website, and once again you can actually subscribe to our 15-day free trial, where you can see all our daily recommendations, daily scans, our picks, our trades, our current trading positions, and our results. We also give you all our tutorials, education, webinars, editorials, charts, and a lot of information. So why don't you register now for the 15-day free trial? Again, that's all from us here at FS Securities. Remember to trade safely and wisely. We will be back at 1:15 this afternoon to tell you what happened during the morning, and of course this will be recorded and placed on the website. Have a fantastic day.